All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. A little bit on the late side when it comes to setting up here, but we are here live, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. It's still kind of an overcast day. Sky day outside today. Sky day. Overcast day today. Oh my goodness, do I need more coffee today? Yes, I do. Hey, you know what? I went to a cool place last night. I talked about it on the air. It's Candy Cloud. My brother and I went last night, and he had a Frappuccino. It was a caramel Frappuccino, and I had a cold brew coffee. So I was talking about the place here. I did give my card to the manager. I think her name is Tara, and she was very nice. So who knows? Maybe we'll have her on the air here to talk a little bit about Candy Cloud in South Elgin. So stay tuned for that. You're listening to WRMN AM 1410. Broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. Before we continue on here, I want to go through, well, we'll first start off with the weather here, and then we'll introduce our special guest here on the air today, so stay tuned for that. We've got current temperatures right now at 50, high of 53 degrees. Definitely fall temperatures right now. We are going to be seeing it being pretty much mostly cloudy outside throughout pretty much the rest of the day. Actually, partly cloudy we see. So it does look like it might kind of clear up a little bit into the later part of the night for Friday, dropping down to a low of 39 degrees for Friday night. Saturday rolls around. As we get into the weekend, we're going to be seeing a high of 53, low of 46, predicted to be mostly cloudy throughout the day. We see for Sunday a high of 60 degrees. With a low of 39, so it does bump up just a tad bit there. We're going to be seeing it dropping down to a low of 39 degrees as we get into Sunday night. It is predicted to, once again, be mostly cloudy outside. That'll be coming up for Sunday. Here. We get into Monday. Monday rolls around. We see a high of 55 degrees. So a high of 55 degrees with a low of 52. So it's pretty much going to mainly just stay in the 50s there. We are going to be seeing a chance of rain as we get into Monday morning, continuing on throughout the rest of the night. That continues on into Tuesday. Tuesday, we see a high of 61. Low of 43 degrees. That's for Tuesday. Light rain throughout the day, mostly cloudy as we get into a Tuesday night. Wednesday rolls around, a high of only 46 degrees. We start to see those temperatures drop into the lower 40s Thursday and Friday here too. So Wednesday, chance of showers, pretty much staying within the 40s the majority of the day, dropping down to a low of 36 degrees for Wednesday. I'm talking about Wednesday here. Thursday rolls around. Oh boy, it's the S word. It's snow. We're going to be getting some snow here. Snow showers in the very early morning on Thursday, continuing on with mostly cloudy skies, low of 34 for Thursday night, only a high of 42 degrees for Thursday morning and afternoon. Really in the afternoon is when the high usually tends to arrive. Then we get into Friday. Next Friday, we're going to be seeing partly cloudy skies, a high of 42, a low of 31, pretty much partly cloudy, mostly cloudy. We get kind of a little bit of a mixture of both there. So those are the temperature predictions and weather predictions for the rest of this week, as well as when we get into next week. So again, stay tuned for more as we continue on through the rest of this week. We have our special guest in-house today. Please welcome Bill Pellerinos. Hello. How you doing today?
Hello, thank you for having me on.
Hey, of course. This is something that's going to be continuing on every other Friday, right?
Yeah, we're going to jump on just to get the momentum going because it seems after my show retired in Labor Day, we had a lot of calls. And I guess I had a silent majority out there of audience that really liked the show. And so I'm going to be getting again on this station, but I'm going to start early. Beginning Friday, January 3rd, I'm going to be on every Friday at 1 p.m. I'm going to go live. And I'll usually try to have a guest, not just me talking, but I usually try to have a guest. And it's going to be called Life Experiences with William Pellerinos, because that's really what we talk about is life experience.
Absolutely. That's awesome. Very cool. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so I'm gonna get some guests on, and I'm going to start out with a nurse. She agreed to be on, a retired nurse. She's going to be talking about some people the mistakes they make with their medications, how they're not taking them properly, issues like that. She knows more about the medical stuff than I do. I raise questions, and I bring people to answer them, or we raise questions so you could ask your doctor, your podiatrist, your attorney, whatever the situation is. I just don't want you falling in the same rabbit hole that a lot of other people have fallen into. So my programs are really a 45-minute public service announcement.
Nice.
And historical reference, sir.
I'm sorry?
Historical references.
Historical references?
Wasn't I not talking about during the summer, Jim Morrison, The Doors?
Yes.
I was educating him on music, music through the 60s.
Yeah, I know. I definitely need that education.
We played some good tunes, though.
Absolutely.
And
yes,
you've become a Jim Morrison fan, have you now?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So now what I wanted to jump on, a couple of things this past Veterans Day, but I also want to talk is the holidays. Holiday shopping.
Yes.
Yes. Woodfield is very busy. I was there last weekend. Woodfield Mall, Harlem Irving Mall, Harlem Irving Plaza. These shopping malls are very busy. They say they got sales going. Even if something's not on sale, if I see it's appropriate for the person I want to give it to, I paid the extra couple of dollars. It costs you $3.86 a gallon to get there. How much are you saving if you try shopping around, go someplace else?
Yeah, exactly.
I like to do one-stop shopping. When I hit the mall, I'm there for 3-4 hours.
I'm the same way too. And you know what? I have to say, there's something, I just love the malls. I like shopping online. It's very quick and easy, but I think that malls they're starting to become a thing of the past, unfortunately.
I think
feel
they're coming back.
You do, really?
Yes, I think they're coming back. And what we need to do, we need to get some younger people on here, some younger generations, some high schoolers, talk about trends with them. I was talking to some last night. They had a meet and greet with veterans at the Frisbee Senior Center in Des Plaines. So I signed up for it, and it was a free meal. They treat us very nicely, and they had high schoolers there to talk to veterans. So the high schoolers are very, very, they're very astute. They're not, they're not as out of touch as people think they are.
Right.
There's some issues. I've heard that, these younger generation have a hard time reading. I heard they can't sign their name because they're not taught cursive. These may be issues, but don't forget that these children are our future. So we need to pass on as much knowledge as we can to them. So I had some lovely young people, but sitting at my table was a lady, and her kids looked awfully young. And I said, how old are your kids? It was a 7th grader and his younger sister. And they asked me no questions, and it was inappropriate. They were way too young. You know what I'm saying? She came there to eat the dinner, and they were waiting for a magic show to start in Des Plaines. So they were killing time. And then she took food home. I couldn't believe it. I said, now I'm going to talk to the person that ran this. We got to have a minimum age. There's a big difference between a 7th grader and a freshman in high school. There's a big maturity level there. There's a big jump. And when the two girls I was talking to, remember the summer we were talking about romance scams?
Yes.
These women are ripped off for hundreds of thousands of dollars. I hate to laugh, but, you're giving money to a stranger you've never met over the internet, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And my motto is, my wife hasn't paid for lunch in 34 years. Where do I meet a woman to give me $100,000?
Yeah.
Please. But anyways, you work too hard for your money. Don't give no money to nobody, unless you want to be charitable. I bought dinner for people,
Oh, yeah.
It's not a big deal, but I'm not going to give them $100,000.
It's got to be people you care about and people you know
Yes.
and care about. No one care about.
Thank you. You hit the nail on the head. All right, let's talk about shopping. Shopping malls. There is online. I get frustrated with online. I bought a book for my daughter, and I didn't realize the size of it. It was very small. It was very small. I should have mentioned. Yeah, I got 4 eyes. I could have looked at the dimensions. but there was hardly anything to it. I usually look at the page numbers. It's at 120 pages, okay, but it's small. It's one of these like pocketbooks. You know?
That's where when you go in person, you physically get to look and touch the item to know if this is something that you want in your life.
Thank you. And one thing, if you're looking for odd items, and I go to the flea market. There's one last upcoming flea market in Grays Lake on December 14th and 15th we're talking about. That's a Grays Lake Antique Flea Market. And but one thing that I wanted to mention, if you're looking for odd stuff, Rediscover Records right here in Elgin. Look up the address.
Yeah, it's 9 South Spring Street here in Elgin.
It's walking distance from the radio station. I happened to go there about a month ago, and I found some oddities there. You can get vinyl albums, you can get CDs. They even got old 8-track tapes. If somebody's a collector and they like certain items, I know you like The Exorcist.
Yes.
So I'm still looking for an Exorcist, memorabilia for you. But Rediscover Records is a nice little hidden gem in Elgin here. Just a couple of them walking distance from the station. And they're open, I believe, look at their hours when you get a chance.
Yeah.
I think 7 days a week.
Yeah, so they are open. They're closed on Mondays.
Closed on Monday.
So they're closed on Mondays, but they're open Tuesday through Saturday from 12 p.m. until 6, and Sunday 12 p.m. until 4 p.m. is when they're open.
So Rediscover Records is a nice little, you find nice little oddities. So if somebody's, like say yourself, an Exorcist fan, I was looking for an Exorcist vinyl album for you. They didn't have it, but it was a hit and miss since I was there. But I was able to find some Harry Potter stuff. My daughter's fiance is a Harry Potter fanatic. Nice. So I was able, I was able to find some Harry Potter stuff that is no longer issued. If you're a collector, this means stuff to you,
Absolutely. And I mean, you can find some good. Let me see, actually, do they have anything for Judy Garland? I want to see if they have it in the keyword search. Yes, it does look. Oh, no. They had it as a category on the website, but it looks like nothing was found, which means to me that the fact that they had it as a category means that they at one point did or could be getting some stuff in. You never know until you search.
You're looking up Judy Garland?
Yeah.
You like Judy Garland?
I do, yes. Big fan since I was a little kid.
What about her daughter, Liza?
Liza Minnelli?
Yes.
I'm not as familiar with her as much.
You got to watch her movie, Cabaret.
Oh, really?
Fantastic.
I mean, I'm familiar with Liza.
Yes, fantastic.
What is her other?
Fantastic movie. So anyways, if our callers, if you got any suggestions about shopping, our phone lines are open today or no?
They're open if you'd like.
Well, tell them.
Let us know, 847-931-1410. Hey, guess what? We also do have our Image 360 info number at 505-926-1410. 505-926-1410. We've got that number too if you want to give us a text.
And I want to talk a couple of things about Veterans Day. It's past Veterans Day. I went to some veterans events, and I won't mention what school I went to in the afternoon. It was a grade school. They asked our American Legion post to come by, so we came by. They wheeled in veterans from a veterans nursing home. I think one of these guys was a World War II vet. Very old man. He's in a wheelchair. They wheeled us in, and they had about an hour-long ceremony. The politicians of this town and the adjoining town, they spoke. They made speeches. The administrators of school made speeches, and the veterans were asked nothing. They came and took pictures with us. We were a photo op. I might as well have been a Cupid doll. You know, hey, do you want to hear my opinion? Do you want to hear my experience? Is this what you're inviting me for? Is it just a photo op? So one of the councilmen on the earlier show told me Elgin had a big to-do out here. On Veterans Day, they fed him at the American Legion. They let the veterans speak. And next year, I'm coming here to Elgin, man.
Yeah.
I'm not going to waste my time down east. I'm not a photo. I mean, I don't mind taking pictures of people, but I wasted, an hour here, an hour there. I was jumping from event to event to event. And I thought it was disrespectful. And the school just passed a $7 million bond issue. They couldn't buy us lunch. Not that I can't afford the $20, but you're making me spend 2 hours here.
What's the principle of it?
Yes, the principle. So anyways, but last night was a really good meet and greet at the Frisbee Senior Center between veterans and younger children, high schoolers. The high schoolers were fantastic. They asked keen questions. They even knew about Agent Orange, stuff like this that went on during Vietnam. So they were pretty astute, these kids. And they asked me maybe I'd come and speak to their class. I have no problem speaking to any classes. Before COVID, I used to go and talk, but I used to be invited for police stuff, criminalistics, which means CSI stuff, crime scene investigations, taking fingerprints, using super glue for fingerprint retrieval, powder, stuff like that. They used to want me to come and talk about that stuff. And I've been to many schools about, and I talked about alcohol and drug addiction because I'm an alcohol and drug expert. And I noted that in my book. I see you got my book, huh?
I do. Yes, well, of course I do. I have it on my shelf.
In my book, I testified as an expert in it's called DUI jury trial. And as you can see, the transcripts are there from the trial, the questions and answers. That book is on Amazon.com, and I've been getting really good reviews on it. It's also on BarnesandNoble.com. So if you're looking for a good, the lady was asking me last night about a true crime. I said, this is true crime. It's a true story. She ordered it, and she says, hey, next time I meet up with you, please sign it. I will. That's no problem.
Yes, absolutely. Wait, did you sign? You did sign this.
I did. I didn't forget you, Matt.
I appreciate it.
Anyways, yes, I like to give physical gifts. Do you not?
I do. I do too. The physical gift.
Gift cards. And gift cards are nice. It just doesn't cut it for me. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather give them a physical gift. Here's the gift certificate. If you don't like it, give it back. You know what I'm saying? So I might make a run to Wisconsin. They got outlet malls there. And not that I'm looking to save money because it's going to burn gas to get up there, but I'm looking for oddities for people. Because I know what people like. I know what people like Harry Potter. I know people like Stanley Kubrick. I know what my friends and family like. So I look for these odd, Audrey Hepburn. I look for these odd stuff that's not on the internet. And for, like you said, the internet's easy, but you don't know what you're getting unless you actually feel something.
I like getting, of course, I like antiques and stuff. And the thing about antiques and vintage items is I put it this way: there isn't a link to it. You can't just get a link from someone to get it. It's, it's more rare. You have to go there in person, and, it's very likely could have been at one point mass-produced item, back in the old days, but becoming more rare as time goes by. So,
what kind of antiques are you talking about? Like antique furniture and stuff like that?
Well, a lot of it's actually old pictures. I like
a lot of what?
Old photographs.
Oh, yes.
And little boxes, little trinket boxes here and there. So.
I was at a flea market one day, and the guy was selling me books, and one of them, they were old photographs. One of them was a diary, and it was pretty cool reading what this guy was doing, 1957.
Yeah.
Had to stop at the hardware store,
I have the diaries of my great-grandma.
Of what?
Of my great-grandma. She lived on my dad's step-grandma, Ebba. She came from Sweden, and she had a diary.
Did you read it?
I read it. Oh, yeah. Hung up the clothes, went to the sandwich fair, and things like that.
You're almost drawn into like an old movie. You know what I mean?
And you picture it in your head too. When you look at pictures of them, you picture it.
It's like Seinfeld. It's a story about nothing. What are we doing today? Nothing.
Yep.
But we went to the grocery store. We went to the hardware store. And the things they used to be able to buy. Did you know in the 1920s, you used to be able to go to the hardware store and buy guns and ammo?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Al Capone used to send people to buy guns and ammo at the hardware store.
You know what? Okay, this goes back to the old pictures of my great-grandma. What I should do is I could pull up a picture of her and then type in on Luma Dream. It's an AI app that'll actually generate a video from a picture. And I'm thinking I should type in one of her one of her sections in her diary that she wrote and see if the AI will generate her doing it or something, like washing clothes. That would be really cool.
This is where I got to pick your brain because I'm not IT savvy. What AI site does that, and do they do it for free?
No. So, you can have a trial to it. It's called Luma Dream.
Luma, Luma.
Luma Dream, yes. So I love using it. Luma AI Dream Machine is what it's called. And basically what it does is it literally generates videos. It's kind of creepy. It's in no way perfect at all. But what it does is it generates, this is not sponsored, but it generates videos from text. So it's, text to speech. It's text to video. It's pretty cool, kind of creepy. But it's kind of interesting. And, there's a big debate around that too, whether it's something that people like or not, if it's, but that's a whole nother thing. So
It says Dream Machine on there.
Dream Machine. Yeah.
Is that the site?
Luma Dream Machine. I use it. I did one of my great grandparents' wedding. They're posing and I made a video of them walking down the aisle.
I'm not that IT savvy as you are to do that stuff.
So, and it's not perfect. And by any means, like there's, they will create a couple, different hands on one person. And,
I'm so old school. I still go to Walgreens, plug this in, and make prints of my photos.
I like that though. That's fun though. It's also about the experience of going.
And it's almost a hobby because I crop it. You're working on a photograph, you crop. I go late at night, 1, 2 in the morning. Walgreens open 24/7, the one that I go to. So there's nobody there, and I don't sleep well at night anyway. So I'm cropping the photo. I'm knocking this out. You could play with that.
How much is a print? I mean, it depends by the size, of course.
Yeah, but if you buy more than like 75, and it's not hard when you get 20,000 photos on your phone. If you buy more than 75, it gets cheaper. So it depends how many. But sometimes I need an immediate print for something, and I think it's like $1.79. It's not expensive,
That's not too bad, yeah.
Yeah, but the bigger the print, like an 8x10, I think around your $350. But if you need something for your doctor or you're going to trial, you need some accident photographs printed up. That's very important,
Absolutely.
How much time we got left?
We've got, we're going to kick in with the minute bump jazz in about 3 seconds from now.
30 seconds?
3 seconds.
No.
There we go. There's that bump jazz music. You hear it?
I hear it.
Isn't it relaxing? It's nice.
That's a musical bed.
It is a musical bed, and this is usually what plays around this time here. It's into the system here at 11:29. I'm getting you a little inside scoop on what's put into the Simian system here. So
yes,
there you go. All right, folks. So let's just wrap it up here for the first half hour of Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. When we come back, we'll discuss a little bit more here too, continuing on taking you out to lunch. And don't forget, of course, you can watch us live on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. You can listen to us through the app available on the Google Play Store and also in the App Store. You can listen to us also directly through the AM 1410 dial as well. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a bit.
This is WRMN News.
Hello, I'm Dennis Green. President Biden and China's President Xi are set to hold talks Sunday at an international summit in Peru. Biden has sought to maintain a steady relationship, even while raising concerns about the country's actions. Illinois Congressman Raja Krishnamoorthi is on the House Intelligence Committee.
On a bipartisan basis, we're trying to make it clear, along with the Biden administration, to the Chinese that if you pursue aggression, you're going to see countermeasures, not only from us, but our friends, partners, and allies, too.
Last month, the administration imposed sanctions against 2 Chinese companies accused of directly helping Russia build attack drones used against Ukraine. And last year, tensions flared after Biden ordered the downing of a Chinese spy balloon that flew into the U.S. President-elect Trump made another eye-opening cabinet appointment on Thursday. News Nation's Elizabeth Vargas has more.
Trump has picked Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to lead the Department of Health and Human Services. It's a huge job and a hugely controversial pick. Kennedy would oversee the Centers for Disease Control and the FDA, which approves and funds drug research in this country. RFK Jr. and Trump have formed a close bond since RFK dropped out of the presidential race and endorsed Trump.
Kennedy is one of the most prominent anti-vaccine activists in the world and has long advanced the widely debunked idea that vaccines cause autism and other health issues. For WRMN News, I'm Dennis Green.
WRMN News, produced in Studio 14 by the River Media Network.
Attention restaurant owners, are you struggling with grease trap issues or bulk grease removal? Look no further than Hopkins Grease Company. Serving the greater Chicago area since 1947, Hopkins Grease has been the go-to company for grease recycling and maintenance, offering a range of specialized services for restaurants, big or small. From used cooking oil collection to grease trap cleaning, their full fleet of vehicles and dedicated team of employees ensures fast, efficient service in areas like Elgin, Crystal Lake, Algonquin, and Schaumburg. And they're not just a business, they are part of your community. As a family-owned company, Hopkins Grease is big enough to meet your needs, but small enough to give you personalized, friendly service. And they proudly support America's First Responders through our partnership with America's First Responders Fest. So when you choose Hopkins Grease, you're choosing a company that gives back. Need service today? Call Hopkins Grease at 847-458-4040. We're ready to take your grease worries off your plate.
If you are 50 years and older, you are welcome to join Elgin State Bank's sponsored movie days at Elgin Marcus Theater. It will always be on the second Thursday of each month. Doors open at 8:30 a.m. At 9 a.m., you will hear a very brief message from Sherry Aschenbrenner about upcoming senior events, and movies will begin at approximately 9:30 a.m. Coffee and a donut is complimentary. You can always call the movie theater hotline number of 847-888-7976 to find out what movies are playing each month. The cost is $3 if you are a member of Elgin State Bank, meaning you have an account there, and $5 if you are a non-member. And for more senior information, catch Sherry's Senior Showcase on the third Tuesday of every month at 9:15 a.m. right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM. All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. It is a relaxed Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Hey, we're starting to see a little bit of sunshine coming in through here. That's pretty nice. It's been a while. Hello, hello. And pretty much still mostly cloudy outside, but nonetheless, still we are seeing just a little bit of sunshine coming in through here as well. So that's good. That's something, little things like that in life that definitely make a little difference there. Absolutely. So we've got Bill Pellerinos here in studio with us. Yes, yes, yes. And hey, you know what? We've got a caller on hold.
Oh,
So let's take
bring
it.
her on.
Let's take it to the phone lines. Hi there, caller. Welcome to the show.
How you doing today?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you a little bit. It's a little bit foggy, but I can still hear you.
Okay. How you all doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm pretty good today. Taking it easy.
That's good. Very good. You got any fun plans for the weekend?
I'm trying to figure it out now.
Yeah, we're just talking here a little bit about some holiday shopping. We'll go into more detail on Bill's book here, DUI jury trial, and some other events coming up here too. So definitely stay tuned.
Okay. Do Bill got an email or anything?
He's asking for an email. Do you have an email you want to give out?
For my book?
For your book, yes.
Is he saying for my book?
Are you looking for his email for his book, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Read it right there.
Oh, yeah. Hello, right in front of me. All right, we've got it here. I will give it to you whenever you...
Bill at policeproject1.com.
There you go.
Let's say it again for you. Bill at policeproject1, that's the number one, not ONE.com. Policeproject1.com is my website. You can always go to it, and my email will be bill at policeproject1.com. Are we good?
Yes.
Yeah. So ask any question you got. If you got a DUI question, that's, I'm assuming you do. Just forward that to me, and I'll answer it. I'll try to connect you up with the right person to help you, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Very nice. Good caller calling in, asking for that. Yeah, the email bill at policeproject1, the number 1.com. That can be found, of course, on the back of this book, as well as, of course, if you just listened in here as well, too. So,
I should get my website out more often so people can go to it,
yeah.
Policeproject1.com is my website, so feel free to jump on it. There's a nice little video. It's a 12-minute video that I talked about field sobriety tests. People can get a lot of their questions answered, and it solves a lot of curiosity on that. There you go. He brought it up. Oh, Matthew brought it up.
Look at that. It's a multi-format network.
Yes.
I love it. That's awesome. Very cool.
They did that for me, and our sonar in his gang.
Uh-huh.
Actually, it was Ben filming it back when we were WCGO in Evanston.
That's so cool. I recognized it, the logo, and, of course, seeing the word multi-format. I was like,
to me, and that's one of the few things that's on YouTube with me. When we put something on YouTube, I don't want to watch, unless I'm watching a movie, I don't want to spend 2 hours listening to some guy. 10, 12 minutes tops. Get your message out, be done with it. Sometimes these doctors, especially podiatrists, they'll get on there and they'll talk about foot care. And foot care is very important, especially if you're diabetic, can't afford any injuries to your feet. And they'll go on for 45 minutes. Man, just cut to the chase.
Yep, absolutely. We have a comment in the section. Good morning, everybody, from the Dutchman's Wood Shack. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody.
The Dutchman.
Yes, very nice. Thanks for joining us today. You got any fun weekend plans? Let us know in the comments below. YouTube.com at WRMN Radio is where we're at.
Okay, I want to talk about a couple. It's good for these holiday shows and events coming up. In the American Legion, I've been jumping to American Legion all over the map. I went to that Fish Fry Fridays out here in Elgin about a month ago. Are you familiar with that one?
Yep, and they actually do have it again. Pardon me, coming up tonight. So if you look here, they did post it on their Facebook page.
It should be 4 to 6.
It says 4 to 7 here.
4 to 7. Mm-hmm. That is 2 big pieces of square fish. McDonald's gives you square fish.
Yep.
Imagine double the size and 2 of those. Plus you get some sides. I had macaroni and cheese for like $12 or $13.
Nice.
It was fantastic. It was fantastic.
And you know what? They also did post on here, too, on their Facebook page. The Veterans Benefit Day will be next Friday, November 22nd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
What is that all about?
I'm not quite sure, so I'd have to double check and see if they posted anything about the veterans.
See, they got to be a little more explanatory in these things.
For the Veterans Benefit Day, let me double check and see here. I'll keep on the
keep on hunt.
I'll be
recon.
I'll keep my eyes peeled.
All right. So tonight at the American Legion, let me see. There's an event going on in Schiller Park for the American Legion at the community center, and that's $10. You get to hang out with the veterans, and there's a boxing match going on. Now, I'm not a big boxing fan, but just to hang out with people, is pretty interesting. So I sent you the flyer. What does that say?
Oh, yes. So the flyer, let me quickly bring it up here so that people can see it. This is the flyer here. It is the Fight Night with Veterans. With the veterans, it is Friday, November 15th. So that's Friday, November 15th.
That's tonight.
Yeah, let me make sure I bring it up here on the screen, of course, so that people are able to
Doors
see it
open
here.
at 6 p.m.
And we'll definitely do that. Hang on a quick second here. I'm trying to kind of picture it a little bit nicer here so people can see it a little bit better. Kind of crop it a bit here, but we're in the works with that. Okay, there we go. We've got it now. So this is the flyer. It is called the Fight Night with the Veterans, Friday, November 15th, and the doors open at 6 p.m. This is going to be located at the American Legion Post 104 in Schiller Park Community Center. That's where it's located, 4501 25th Avenue. The entry fee is $10. Now, what's going to be featured here is food, soft drinks, raffles, and a 50-50.
Okay, and also you get to hang out with the veterans, and that's what I really like to do. I've been jumping from American Legion Hall to American Legion Hall just to talk to other veterans. I mean, there's so much knowledge out there, and they're really, it's a group that's not really discussed a lot. And I don't want to spend too much time on it, but there's also another event coming out on November 23rd at the American Legion Hall in Franklin Park, and that's a holiday concert. Cheer you up a little bit. Some people get bummed out during the holidays. So I like going to these little holiday concerts. And when you go to these small venues, it's nicer and it's much cheaper. I think it's only like $35 or $40.
Oh, that's nice.
But I went to one many years ago to cheer up at Rosemont, and it cost me $105. When you go to big venues, there's a lot of overhead,
Yeah, absolutely. So this is an event coming up here too, and I'll show it on the screen so that you can see it. This is the holiday concert by Regina Karma and Benjamin de los Monteros. Is when it is. So it's for ages 12 and up. You can get tickets. They're at $40 right now too. So feel free to check it out. The reception is at 6 p.m. at the
it's the American Legion.
American Legion.
In Franklin Park. It's on Belmont and Pacific. You'll see it. I mean, it's got a big sign. Once you get to the intersection of Belmont and Pacific, you'll see American Legion Hall. It's huge.
Very nice. They've got complimentary hors d'oeuvres. That's how you pronounce it.
Order some hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, order some hors d'oeuvres. And yes, there is even a nice little.
So yes, for the holidays, we're doing a little holiday shopping. We're going to these events tonight. I'll be at that. I guess they're showing the big screen some boxing match. I don't know if it's that Mike Tyson thing. Is that going on tonight?
Oh, is that the Mike Tyson
I don't know, I'm
versus Jake Paul?
Something like that.
I think I'm going to have to double check on that too. I'm pretty sure.
The last time I watched Mike Tyson was like 15 years ago when he bit off Evander Holyfield's ear.
Yeah. Oh my goodness me. So
Did you see that fight?
I did not.
No.
I did not see it.
It was like 3 rounds.
It was 3 rounds?
Yes. What happened was, I'm not a big boxing fan, but there was so much promo into that. It had to be almost 20 years ago because we were doing I had to go to a guy's house who had pay-per-view on his cable box, and he paid like $50. So I said, hey, it was a friend of a friend. I'll bring over pizza. I'm not cheap, but I had no access to pay to view that. So he was doing the pay-per-view. He brought over pizza. We sat down, and it was just doing this from memory. It was like 2 or 3 rounds. And what happened was Mike Tyson was hitting Evander Holyfield. He was punching him. It was like hitting a brick wall. Evander was not moving. I think old Mike got a little scared. And then somehow Evander, during the battle, he headbutted him. So Mike bit his ear. And he took a chunk of his ear off. So in the post, and they disqualified him. Evander won the fight because of, you're not supposed to bite people's ears off in boxing.
Right.
So, but after that, he goes, Mike Tyson justified by saying, he headbutted me. Look at me. My kids are going to be scared of me. Look at this. It was pure entertainment level.
Oh, my goodness.
It wasn't for boxing. It was pure entertainment. It made history.
Oh, goodness me.
So
I don't watch boxing.
But I'm just going out just to hang out with the vets tonight.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Very good.
So, and don't forget, our call lines are open, right?
They are 847-931-1410. Now, what we're going to do is take a little time out, and we'll be back with more in just a bit. Folks, stay tuned. You're listening to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410.
If you can't decide on dinner, have everything. Golden Corral at 154 South Gary Avenue in Bloomingdale has an endless buffet with over 150 items to choose from. There's an unmatched variety of food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, prepared fresh throughout the day. If you're craving something specific, call or check out their menu. Golden Corral rotates the buffet often. Golden Corral in Bloomingdale. They're the only one for everyone. Visit goldencorral.com.
Get ready for Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. on WRMN AM 1410. If you're a homeowner or contractor looking to tackle those projects that feel a bit too big, this is the show for you. Join Eric along with his knowledgeable guests as they dive deep into everything from DIY renovations to creating a healthy home environment. We'll provide you with the tools and tips you need to complete your projects with confidence and ease. But it's not all work and no play. We believe in having fun. Our passion for home improvement shines through as we help you save time, money, and reduce the stress of DIY. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, don't miss Around the House. Tune in every Saturday night and let's tackle those home projects together.
Looking for an affordable dentist close to home? Bender Dental Care in Elgin offers new patient specials from $29, including x-rays, a regular cleaning, and exam. Senior discounts, a no insurance discount plan, and care credit financing. Bender Dental Care is a full-service family dentist with an outstanding 5-star Google rating. To find out more, call us at 847-888-4333. Bender Dental Care, affordable dentistry, close to home.
Belux Bar and Grill, Wisconsin Dells, is the quintessential American grill and bar, with refined rustic cuisine and award-winning libations. Their honest, feel-good food menu is complemented by a beer list to satisfy every taste. Classic cocktails and our signature shakes, rich and creamy with a splash of boozy goodness just to shake things up a little bit. Belux Grill and Bar, classic American cuisine with a contemporary twist.
Beef Villa's 3 locations offer much more than their signature Italian beef. Try the Italian sausage, roasted chicken, and more. There's a big variety of delicious side dishes. Beef Villa uses quality ingredients from homemade recipes, and they purchase top-of-the-quality food products from their vendors to bring you the absolute best tasting of foods. Beef Villa's great service and quality are waiting for you, but you won't be waiting long because it's always hot and fresh. Visit beefvilla.com. All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Of course, we've got Bill here with us today in the second hot seat. I'm in the first hot seat. He's in the second one. Did you get your hat on? There we go. Okay. I think you're all set and ready to go. We've got about 10 minutes left of the 11 o'clock hour. Again, you're listening to WRMN AM 1410. Don't forget, of course, our phone lines are open if you want to be a part of the conversation. 847-931-1410. We're also on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. If you'd like to like the video, subscribe to our channel. You can keep up to date and in the loop with what's happening here on WRMN and what is going on within the Fox River Valley. And another reminder here, too, we also do have our Image 360 info number, 505-926-1410. Again, that's 505-926-1410 is that number to text. Brought to you by Image 360 in South Elgin. So, what you've got going on now?
We're talking about holiday shopping.
Yes. Okay. So, what are some of the favorite things that you like to get during the holidays?
You know what? We talked about online versus mall shopping. I like going into a physical store and looking at the product. You know what I mean? I like looking. Now, you can always buy a book from the internet like this, but when you're going into a bookstore and you look through it a little bit, I like going to those bookstores, Barbara's Bookstore in Woodfield.
Nice.
Yeah, that's very nice.
I like
Barnes & Noble.
Yes.
In Skokie. I go to the Skokie one. There's a little coffee shop in there. You could sit, you could browse. I end up spending like $150.
I miss the one at Spring Hill Mall.
Where?
At Spring Hill Mall.
Oh, I've been there.
They had a Barnes & Noble there. I used to go there all the time. The woman knew my order. She knew me. She was so sweet.
You know what? I don't mind traveling if I'm going to have a good time. And I don't fly. So I don't mind driving. So if we got to go and eat someplace that's unique or nice or someplace special, I don't mind doing it. Or if we got to go shopping someplace.
Right.
But I'm going to stay there all day. I'm not leaving, you know. I drove an hour. I'm not, you know, my wife, she likes to eat and run. No, I sit there. There's a pancake breakfast the first Sunday of every month at the Arlington Heights American Legion. It's like all you can eat for like $12 or $15. Pancakes, what do you call it? Waffles, scrambled eggs, sausage, bacon. And I went there that's past the first Sunday, and I'm by myself, and I went there 9:30 in the morning. I stayed till noon.
Yeah.
You know, I talked to people I didn't even know, and they weren't all veterans. It's open to everybody. I was talking to a guy. He works for Waste Management. He drives a garbage truck.
Nice.
You know, and we were talking to him, and I used to do truck enforcement when I was a policeman. I was talking about truck violations and having a CDL, which is part of my book, a commercial driver's license. And a very nice man and his wife were there, and then we started talking about dogs. I'm a dog lover. You have a
Me
dog,
too.
man?
Yep, I have a dog, Duncan.
I don't have a dog because my wife's allergic, but I'm a dog lover. I love dogs. You know, you'll hear about cruelty stories, people being cruel to their animals. And as a policeman, I experienced one many years ago. I got a call. This woman was leaving her dog chained outside in wintertime when it was cold. And at that time, we didn't have these cruelty laws. They just passed one recently. You can't do that to your dog. You can't leave him outside freezing.
Yeah.
But I went there and I knocked on her door and she wouldn't answer. And the neighbors, because the dog's freezing outside. And I didn't feel justified just taking the dog, you know. So I'm knocking on her door. Finally, I get a hold of her. And I said, hey, we're getting complaints about your dog being out here barking in the cold. Oh, Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus. Oh, she starts going off on me, you know. And, obviously, she's a couple of sandwiches shy of a picnic. And, she starts going off on me. And lady, I'm not talking about Lord Jesus. I'm talking about your dog. I said, you got to bring it in. It took me 10 minutes to talk to her to bring the dog in.
Well, my aunt back in, oh gosh, I don't know what year it was. She took in a dog that was abused by the owners. And the dog was named Tazzy, very cute dog, but a little bit hyper maybe, or, and so she was not easy to train the dog as much. At least, well, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Well, she always kept it in. Whenever we went over, it was never out.
Yeah, people spend a lot of money on their animals, and I agree with that. If you're going to take the animal in, it's like taking a member of the family. If you're going to adopt a child, you got to feed the child. You got to shoot the child. I agree with that, and I've seen as I go shopping, I see a lot of these dog owners going to PetSmart and stuff. I'm buying bags of food,
Yep.
and it makes me proud that they're taking care of their animal. I like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But but for shopping, holiday shopping, you said Spring Hill Mall, is that?
Well, it's no longer. So I believe Sears is still open at Spring Hill Mall, but in terms of the actual mall, it's closed.
It's closed?
Yeah, and that was a childhood memory of mine, Spring Hill Mall.
Wow, I haven't been there in about 10 years. But I did go up there one time. But if you're looking for someplace, non-enclosed malls, I would suggest going to Old Orchard in Skokie. They have some unique stores there.
Nice.
Yes, I like Skokie area. There's a lot of Village Crossing shopping centers also in Skokie. It's got a lot of unique stores. That's where the Barnes & Noble is. And just browsing, you run into stuff. If you're looking for a specific item on the internet, you can dig it out. But if you just want to browse and all of a sudden something sticks out at you, you need to go to the physical brick and mortar store.
Does the Barnes & Noble in Skokie, does it have like kind of a rounded entryway? Like it's big, it's 2 stories?
It is 2 stories, yes.
I think it has like a rounded entryway because I think I've been there before.
Yeah, I don't
It
remember.
has an escalator, 2 escalators.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been there before. I know which one you're talking
It's
about.
very nice. And the holiday season, they put so much stuff. And it's just not holiday shopping or Christmas shopping. People's birthdays fall in during the holidays.
Yeah.
People's anniversaries. People have been married, the day before Christmas, the New Year's Eve. A lot of weddings went on New Year's Eve. There used to be a tradition many years ago.
Yeah.
So you're looking for presents. I don't like to wait till Black Friday. I kind of stay away.
Yeah, I've heard horror stories about Black Friday. Other times, it's not really that bad. It just kind of depends. There's always going to be a situation where
if you go into an outdoor mall that's not enclosed, like Skokie's Old Orchard, it's fine. You're just walking from store to store. But if you go into these enclosed malls, the parking is tight, and people cheat. They park in handicapped spaces, and they're not handicapped. They'll leave the handicapped person in there. They're transporting like cargo. And I've seen this at the post office too. And then they'll dump off mail or stuff and run errands. Well, they got the hand. They're occupying. It's painful for me to walk a long distance. You're taking up that handicapped space, and you're able-bodied. That's wrong.
Absolutely. Hey, we got a caller on hold. We'll take it to the phone lines here. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show. Hi, you're on with WRMN. All right, we'll drop you there if you want to give us a call back. We've got about 2 minutes left here of the 11 o'clock hour. Is there anything else you'd like to add a little bit here before we go?
Just wrap up. You're looking for unique presents, stop by some of these brick and mortar stores. Rediscover Records. What's that address?
It's 9 South Spring Street.
Right here in Elgin, downtown Elgin, several minutes from the station.
Literally walking distance.
I did walk it.
Yep.
And that's a unique place. Just stop in there. You might see something, you might not, but it's a nice little experience. It's a small store, but it's well packed with stuff. It's got oddities on there. So if a friend of yours or one of your spouse is a collector, you might find something you like there. We're talking about the holiday concert, November 23rd at the American Legion in Franklin Park.
There you go. Yeah, so then that's the American Legion Post 974. If you want to check out more information, it is on the screen so that you can see it, of course, if you are watching on YouTube here. That is eventbrite.com. It is there. If you look up Lake Villa, you'll be able to find it, Franklin Park. It is the holiday concert coming up Saturday, November 23rd from 6 to 8. That's from 6 to 8 o'clock. Very nice. Very, very good. Hey, thanks for joining us today. You want to stick around for the next hour, or are you good?
Yeah. But you know what? We're going to go to the news, right?
We're going to go to the news, top of the hour news, messages from our sponsors, and then we'll be back.
All right, stay with us, and we're going to keep it cheerful today. We're talking about shopping, and we're going to talk about eating and some of these great restaurants that are around here. Some unique restaurants that have some unique dishes.
And we'll be back.
What else is there?
Lots of good things. We'll be back in just a bit, folks.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org. Finding a reputable business shouldn't require luck or chance. But how can you tell who you can trust? Pro tip, the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better, check with the BBB first because better businesses are honest and commit to high ethical standards bureau. That's why they're better. Always look for the sign of a better business and find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Verizon. 4 members of the Kane County Board saying goodbye after their most recent meeting of the board. Mark DeVos stepping down after 2 decades of service. Mike Kenyon leaving his mark after 18 years. Ron Ford, known for his focus on employment and growth, completing over a decade in his role. And Monica Silva, who has served since 2010, is also moving on from Kane County Board. In Naperville, the Municipal Officers Electoral Board, including Mayor Scott Wehrle, convened to assess objections to nomination petitions for City Council candidates Nag Jaiswal and Fareed Shabazz. The board completing a hearing for Shabazz, ruling 2-1 in favor of the objectors, effectively removing him from the ballot. The Elgin Police Department announcing that they have a person of interest in custody related to a shooting that occurred in the 40 block of Douglas Avenue earlier this week. There they had found an injured man who was taken to a local hospital. His condition remains unknown. Elgin Police continuing to investigate. With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Lowe's knows you want to get even more value for the holiday. That's why as a MyLowe's Rewards member, you get new member deals on holiday decor, tools, and more. And you earn points when you shop. More points equal more rewards to help you save on holiday and more. Not a member? Join for free today at Lowe's.com/MyLowe's because Lowe's knows deals. Program subject to terms and conditions. Points are awarded on eligible purchases. See Lowe's.com/terms for full details. Subject to change.
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, then great news. Good news. While leaning over the fence, your neighbor said you could save money bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive. Bad news. Your neighbor leaned over a little too much and broke your fence. Dumb news. Somehow fence wood is more expensive than wood. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and to plant really tall shrubs. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Garibaldi's Italian Eatery offers Italian dishes, subs, kids menus, and their delicious pizza. The foundation of a great pizza starts with the crust. Garibaldi's crust is crunchy at the bottom, airy in the middle, and perfect every time. The finest ingredients are used to give their pizza this exquisite crust and wonderful taste. Dine at either of the Garibaldi's 2 locations in Hoffman Estates and Arlington Heights. Free party rooms are available too. Visit Garibaldis.com today.
Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. NBA Cup group play tonight. The Bulls visit the Cavaliers. Chicago's 5-7. The Cavs off to a 13-0 start. Donovan Mitchell averaging just under 24 points a game. Nikola Vukovic averaging a double-double a game for the Bulls this season. 20.7 points, 10.2 rebounds. College football Saturday. Illinois looks to snap a 2-game losing skid. They take on Michigan State. Huge test for Northwestern when they host number 2 Ohio State. The Bears and Packers square off this Sunday. Chicago's offense will be under new direction with Thomas Brown taking over for the fired Shane Waldron. Jaquan Brisker remains out with a concussion. Tevin Jenkins out with an ankle injury. Mercedes Lewis sat out practice Thursday on a rest day. For Green Bay, a couple of new additions on Thursday. Rasheed Walker limited with a knee injury. Jordan Morgan has a shoulder injury and was limited. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Oh no, my phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. This holiday, trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's over $1,800 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Only at Verizon. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Over $1,800 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the propane tank on your grill first before hosting a tailgate.
Let's fire up. Here, let me try. Seriously? You didn't check the propane? Who wants chips?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Salt and vinegar?
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Image 360 South Elgin is your ultimate destination for custom signs and visual communication solutions. Looking to rebrand your office interior? Need striking vehicle wraps or decals for your fleet? Or perhaps you're in the market for a standout trade show display? At Image 360 South Elgin, they've got you covered. As your full-service custom sign and graphics partner, they deliver bold solutions and exceptional support. From outdoor signage to eye-catching store signs, indoor graphics to comprehensive branding solutions, they have the experience to elevate your brand's presence. Trust Image 360 to create a long-term partnership that gives your brand 360 degrees of exposure. Visit them at 506 Sundown Road in South Elgin. Image 360 South Elgin. Bold solutions, exceptional support.
All right, welcome folks to the 12 o'clock hour of Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley. Talk of the Town. We're broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. Yes. What we're going to do now here is talk a little bit about the National Day calendar. Now, do remember here at 12:30, we're going to be in our Tradio segment. If you're interested in buying, selling, trading, and or announcing to the Fox River Valley area, that'll be the time to call in 847-931-1410 or also texting 505-926 1410. We have National Bundt Cake Day today. Happy National Bundt Cake Day, observed every year on November 15th. As people across the United States plan menus for the holidays, a bundt cake is sure to be on the list at least once. Now, of course, you can check out nothingbundcakes.com to enjoy some good flavors of bundt cakes featured. Of course, find your local one by checking out their website at nothingbundcakes.com. And that is a day recognized today. I have to ask you here, Bill, have you had a bundt cake before? How do you like it if you've had it?
Bundt cake is very good, but I got to watch myself. I'm diabetic, so if they make it at home, they make it with Splenda instead of sugar.
Ah, okay.
You know, that's my daughter makes great banana cakes. I'm going to give you the recipe for that.
Oh, I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's got to be like a couple-day-old bananas when they're getting to the point of being like soggy, and that's perfect cooking for them. And she'll make 2 banana cakes. I'm going to get the recipe. And one is with Splenda for me, and one's with regular sugar for the other people that are non-diabetic. We really have to be careful with diabetes. You know.
Yeah, and that's a good way, talking about Bundt Cake Day today with diabetes. Another day is Spicy Hermit Cookie Day is another one. I've never heard of that before. Spicy Hermit Cookie. Autumn spices. It's a flavor reminiscent of autumn spices. That sounds pretty good. You can add a little bit of spice, including cinnamon, cloves, allspice, and sometimes nutmeg to your considered old-fashioned cookie. And the added bonuses include raisins, nuts, as well as dates. So you can save a date for you to to bake these. It is National Spicy Hermit Cookie Day. Now, if you want something a little bit more on the healthier side, it is also National Raisin Bran Cereal Day today as well, too. So, are you a cereal eater?
I'm sorry?
Do you like eating cereal? Do you like to have cereal or oats?
What kind of cereal?
Yeah, just like a Raisin Bran cereal.
Yeah, a lot of it has sugar in it, so I have to be really careful.
Okay.
But I am a fan of Raisin Bran. And with the holidays being over, they had Frankenberry. You familiar with Frankenberry? They had Frankenberry, Count Chocula, and Boo Berry.
Oh, yes, I do remember. Yes. Oh, my goodness.
These, when I was a kid, these were big. They brought them back a few years ago, but for Halloween. But Jewel had it for 99 cents. Well, I bought a Frankenberry. Wow. I said, even if we don't eat the cereal, which somebody will, I want the box.
Yeah, Frankenberries. You know what? I used to have the Count,
Count Chocula.
Chocula, yeah, that's what I used to have. I think I maybe had the Frankenberry one time and I didn't care for it, but the Count Chocula was definitely a favorite of mine growing up as a breakfast cereal here. So yeah, there's different flavors there. Very much so remember that growing up as a kid and enjoying the deliciousness that was the Count Chocula cereal. Now, I don't know, that seems to be a little bit higher in sugar, right?
Look how much you charge. Are you on eBay?
Yeah, this is an action figure toy.
Oh, I was wondering, $25 for a cereal.
Yeah, no. I'm just looking up here on eBay because they do have some
you know what? Go to Jewel. You get it for 99 cents. Eat the cereal, put styrofoam in, and save the box.
There you go.
There you go.
You've got a collector's item.
You got collector's item.
Sounds good. And hey, you know what? Also, continuing on talking about food, today is National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day.
Very important.
Very important as well. You got to make sure that you are cleaning out.
Too many people are getting sick because the food is stale dated. You got to start watching. Now, what happens is when I buy any jars or cans, I wipe it down with alcohol. I use alcohol.
Oh, that's smart. Okay.
Yeah, to wipe it down. And what happens, sometimes they take the ink off on the date. So if I got that nacho cheese, you buy those big nacho cheese and salsa.
Is it the Velveeta that you make or the actual jar?
No, it's a jar. You buy, if you go by the chip section, Tostitos makes it. Tostitos.
We make our own cheese salsa, a cheese dip at our house. We use Velveeta and then we use salsa. We mix it together and heat it up.
Wow.
That's good.
I got to come to your house for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it sounds like a plan for sure. And we don't have it during Thanksgiving, though, but that could be an option.
Yeah, but you don't want to get sick because something is old. You don't want to put in your system. And you won't get sick immediately. I had food poisoning about 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the hospital for 4 days. I'm telling you, it was bad. My wife thought it was a heart attack. And I was heaving, and I mean, all I wanted to do was go to sleep. I said, just let me sleep. Well, she calls the doctor. Oh, he's having chest pains. He's vomiting in the toilet. He's doing all this. Well, it's the same symptoms as having a heart attack, except it was food poisoning.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, it's food poisoning. I know it's food poisoning. And she tells the doctor, well, what's the doctor going to say if you call a doctor? He's not going to say, just give him some aspirin.
Mm-hmm.
He says, take him to the emergency room.
Yep.
Because if he doesn't and I die, liability falls back on him. The people, you got to think about liability issues now.
Exactly.
So I ended up in the emergency room. They kept me for 4 days. I had to do this treadmill thing when they check your blood and stress tests and all this other insanity. 4 days I was in the hospital.
Yeah.
Turned out to be food poisoning. So when I got home, my wife had been reading the physician's desk manual, before internet was so popular. And that's where she was looking up heart attacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing after 4 days in the hospital, I took that physician's desk manual, I threw it in the garbage.
Yeah.
I go, this is why doctors go to 4 years of medical school, 4 years of college, and 4 years of internship. They don't grab things off the internet.
Mm-hmm.
When I talk about health issues and stuff, we don't give medical advice. We're telling about what we went through with the life experience, that if you're going through the same thing, talk to your doctor about it. That's
Exactly.
all. We're just
It's
raising
important.
questions for you to get answers. But
Absolutely.
the answers is for holiday shopping, and food is today's topics.
It is, absolutely. Hey, you know what also is today, too, and I know there are a lot of people out there who love to write. It is I Love to Write Day today.
I did. I wrote a book.
There you go.
And you know what? I just got a text message. Put the UI jury trial up.
Oh, yeah, on Amazon, you mean?
And it's on Amazon.com and it's on Barnes & Noble. And this gentleman texted me, and there's no name, but I got a phone number. Is this book just for lawyers and cops? No, it's an interesting book for lawyers and policemen, but it's a novel. I've taken an actual case that I testified in as a DUI expert, where a truck driver was charged with DUI.
Mm-hmm.
And I testified at trial on his behalf for the defense. We took the transcripts. We put the entire transcripts on there. It reads like a screenplay, question, answer, question, answer, question. But we also put a backstory to it, and we put a forward to it. So it's not just for cops. It's anybody likes true crime, anybody that likes, some of the reviews say, if you like court TV, this is perfect. It's easy to read. You can see the, look, as Matt, look at the transcripts. Are they not
I'm
easy?
looking at it, yeah. They're very easy to look at here, and I'll even show it on the screen a little bit up close on my end here so that you can see it here too. So this transcript is pretty easy to read, if I do say so myself. What is that format in? It's like a typewriter format, kind of.
Yes. Well, what we did, we bought the transcripts. It was actually, flip a few more pages down. There you go. Go in one of them. You see QA, question, answer, question, answer.
Yep. So that also is a better way. Yep. Okay. So the QA, that's a good way to actually kind of organize things. I guess you could say when it comes to reading, it's kind of just a down the line. You'll be able to see exactly what the people are asking, and then the answers responded to those two. Also here towards the back and around 400, page 454, I'm seeing here too, there's like a notes page. What is that? There's like a notes page here.
Yeah, those are actual field sobriety tests. And I have another chapter on issues that we discussed as a radio broadcaster, tips and clues not to get ripped off. When you're going to the ATM, just don't drive to the ATM. Look who's standing around. Peruse it, because that's where armed robbers are going in and getting people. Gas stations and ATMs. I pulled in a gas station to buy this Arnold Palmer stuff today. I made sure I cruised it like a shark in Jaws. Boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. I made sure before I pulled in, because people are being carjacked. We were trying to give out tips and clues. So as far as that question that that texter wrote me, This is a great book for police officers and lawyers and paralegals, but it's written with the average reader in mind.
Yeah.
It's easy to read. And if you like true crime or you like that stuff, that's on Barnes & Noble and Amazon.com right now. And we were talking about shopping at indoor and outdoor shopping malls.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll talk more about that here in just a bit. We are going to take a little time out, and we'll be back with more in just a bit. You're listening to WRMN. Stay tuned. The Distance Social, your spot for great craft cocktails with meaningful conversation. Whether you're out entertaining a group or out for a memorable nightcap, The Distance Social is your spot for starting or ending the perfect evening. Located at 314 North River Street in beautiful East Dundee, Illinois. Go the distance and find your social at The Distance Social.
Take a historic walk through the home of America's greatest showman, Al Ringling. Located in Baraboo, Wisconsin, you can view the grand opulence on a guided tour, now hourly starting 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Weekday tours begin on the veranda and on the weekends in the tap room of the Al Ringling Brewery. Behind the mansion, kick back and try a flight of craft beers and dine at this family-friendly stop. Visit alringlingmansion.com for more information.
Get ready for an unforgettable Saturday night of music on WRMN AM 1410. Starting at 7 p.m., join Cord Stevens live from Studio 14 for the CD Showcase. Cord mixes together a blend of his favorite country music tunes because, as he says, a song remembers when. Then at 9 p.m., don't miss the Pure American Country Radio Show, hosted by the legendary Hall of Fame disc jockey and voice of the Grand Ole Opry, Bill Cody. Enjoy the best in classic country alongside today's real country hits, perfect for every fan of the genre. But the fun doesn't stop there. At 11 p.m., join country music enthusiast Jim Dandy and Mike Patrick for Branson Country USA. With a rotating roster of special guest stars from the vibrant Branson entertainment scene, you'll get a taste of the best talent in country music. So grab your boots and settle in for a night filled with heartwarming tunes and legendary sounds. Tune in every Saturday night from 7 p.m. to midnight on WRMN AM 1410, where the heart of country music comes alive.
Searching for a financial partner that truly has your best interest at heart? Join KCT Credit Union, where they're more than just a bank. They're a not-for-profit financial cooperative. KCT members are owners, meaning profits go back to you in the form of lower loan rates, higher savings rates, and fewer fees. Experience personalized service that puts you first. Become a part of KCT, where your financial well-being is their top priority. Visit kctcu.org. Each account insured up to $250,000 by member's choice. This institution is not federally insured.
Beef Villa's 3 locations offer much more than their signature Italian beef. Try the Italian sausage, roasted chicken, and more. There's a big variety of delicious side dishes. Beef Villa uses quality ingredients from homemade recipes, and they purchase top-of-the-quality food products from their vendors to bring you the absolute best tasting of foods. Beef Villa's great service and quality are waiting for you, but you won't be waiting long because it's always hot and fresh. Visit beefvilla.com. All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Excuse me. Pardon me, that happens here and there. Yes, don't forget also, too, coming up at 12:30, we're going to, of course, go into the bottom of the hour news, so in about 10 minutes or so. But then afterwards, we're going to head on into our Tradio segment. So if you're interested in buying, selling, trading, and or announcing to the Fox River Valley area, the doors are open starting that time during the 12:30 segment. And also stay tuned, because starting next week, I'm going to be doing something a little bit more extra with Tradio. So stay tuned for that. That'll be starting on Monday. But in the meantime, here we'll continue on talking a little bit about, well, food, arts, entertainment, whatever you'd like, Mr. Bill.
Thank you. Just to remind everybody, if you're just joining us, I'm going to be starting up my program again on Fridays at 1 p.m. starting in January with the first Friday in January. I believe it's January 3rd. I'll be going 1 till 2 p.m. Phone lines will be open. We'll be going live. Matt will be here.
I will be here, yes.
Matt will be here. I'll be right before Dino's. He's got an arts and entertainment show, right?
Dino's Night Out. That'll be coming up later today, 2 to 4 o'clock.
I'm going to be the hour before him. So we're going to be here live. Phone lines will be open. Phone lines are open today. But as we're cutting it through, we've been talking about holiday shopping, holiday buying stuff on the internet, buying gifts, but going to shopping centers such as Woodfield and Harlem Irving Plaza and Skokie Old Orchard.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some nice... if you're traveling and you're going to Wisconsin, Indiana, there's some outlet malls out there. You can Google them. So if you're making these rounds, you find odd stuff. You know, it's not just saving money, you know, but it's odd stuff you find. And Rediscover Records we were talking about right here in Elgin. Stop in, check the place out. You might find something for your somebody who's a collector. I happen to find some Harry Potter stuff there that's been out of print and out of circulation. You know, Harry Potter's been around for, what, 15 years?
Yeah, it's been around for, you know, a decent amount of time.
Yeah,
I can't remember when it was first written, but in terms of the movies, at least 20 years.
Yeah, at least 20 years. So anyways, with that, I also want to say that the holidays is a time people get bummed out. Some people get, I don't want to use depressed, but you get bummed out.
You get the blues.
You get the blues. It's up to you to get yourself out of that rut. I mean, if you're clinically depressed, you need to see a doctor. But if you're just getting the blues, my suggestion, and we've talked about this before, when I was going through some medical issues and you get bummed out and you're in a dark place, I like upbeat music. I was listening to the Beach Boys. You know, the Beach Boys, you know, Surfing USA. I must have listened to that 20, 30 times a night. I put it on YouTube and I watch these guys sing in different variations of it. It really brings yourself up. Also, there's also art therapy. You could take art classes. We advertise VictoriaElizabethArt.com here. You can take art classes. I think it's a 2-hour class for $15. People like to paint. Also, movie therapy, watching a comedy. It'll bring you up, I'm telling you.
Yep.
You've seen Animal House?
No.
Okay, Animal House, about 60s college, drinking and partying. It's a radar movie, but it's hilarious. I made a mistake one night. I was trying to fall asleep, and it was I was watching it. I started laughing so hard, and I've seen this movie a dozen times. I started laughing so hard, I woke myself up. I was up the rest of the night. So certain movies that are funny and they hit your key is, I would say, Animal House. On a less vulgar note, there's some vulgar jokes in Animal House, but on a less vulgar note, I like It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. Have you seen that?
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Oh, it's great. It's a 1950s movie. It's about these people hunting for stolen treasure. Cast of characters in there. Milton Berle, Jonathan Winters. That's a great movie. It'll bring you up. You'll laugh. Another movie is, I like the lighter ones, like Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. Are you familiar with Abbott and Costello?
Frankenstein, yes.
Almost any Abbott and Costello movie will bring you up. They're funny, but you gotta force yourself to try to get out of that rut. So whether it's music therapy, movie therapy, art therapy, whatever, you got to help yourself.
Yeah, you got to find something that makes, you know, I've talked about this before, like having a space for yourself. You know, if you're feeling down, or you're having a long day, you know, setting time aside to go to that space.
And people go through rough times. People are having medical issues. People are having relationship issues. Really, people whose relationship is broke up during this time, during holidays, are really bummed out. And, you know, it's holiday music playing on the radio and everybody's cheerful and you're not. And it brings you down even more. So it's up to you to help yourself, my friend.
Absolutely. And somebody, you know, you get into the place too, or sometimes during the holidays you miss, you know, like the family gatherings and, you know, that are no more and things like that too sometimes. Or for some people, it's like, hey, I'm glad I don't have to go to those anymore.
Yeah, you know what? There's some family gatherings you don't want to see some of the family members.
You know, that's it was. I have to say, it was never really the case with me in my situation. I was enjoying.
You know,
going.
I'm kind of glad my kids are grown because I don't have to go to some of this nonsense no more.
Oh.
You know, and then you go to some of these. Mother-in-laws get a bad rap. But mother-in-laws, for the most part, I found they've been nice. Sometimes it's the sister-in-law. She's a pain. You know what I mean? Everything's a problem. You know?
Yeah.
Did you bring the Italian beef? Did you bring this? You're late. You brought the salad. Everything's a problem. You know, hey, if you need a salad that bad, you should have had it catered. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. We never really had that. I would say it was always pretty smooth.
There's always a family
sometimes,
member
but
it causes havoc.
Yeah.
And they may not yell and scream, and we're not talking about Christmas with the Cranks, but that's a funny movie too. And
that one I saw a long time ago. I've seen that.
They decide to skip Christmas and go to Jamaica, and their neighbors get bent out of shape about it.
Yeah, that was with Jamie Lee
Tim
Curtis.
Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis. That's a cute movie.
Yep. And the daughter is. She's from Freaky Friday.
Hey, I'll give you another funny movie, Christmas Vacation.
Love it.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Of course.
Yes.
Beverly D'Angelo.
Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
Yes, very good. Very good movies to lighten up the holidays. We'll make a list. I'm going to come back in 2 weeks, jump on your program again, and just get the momentum going up until I start my show.
Yeah, sounds
good.
And
I'll make a list of movies that are upbeat and holidays and to bring you into the spirit. It doesn't have to be movies like White Christmas, but comedies,
Or it could be The Grinch, too, which is funny.
Yes, I like that.
Jim Carrey.
Yes, I like The Cat in the Hat, too.
Yeah, that one. That from 2003.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. I remember when that came out.
Yes.
In the theaters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin and I think it was Tim Allen, wasn't it? No, Jim Carrey. No.
No, what is his name? Michael Myers.
Michael Myers. Thank you.
Dakota Fanning's in that.
No, it was Michael
Spencer
Myers.
Breslin's in it. Who was that one woman who?
Alec Baldwin played the boyfriend.
She was married to, I think, John Travolta.
Yeah, those are good movies. Those are really light movies.
Yeah, those are fun. They're a little. You look at when you look at it as adult. When you watch that movie as an adult, The Cat in the Hat, you're like, there's a lot of adult humor in it that it went over to your head when you were a kid. Like, oh wow,
Speaking
they got away with that. So
speaking of Grinch, did you ever see the original 1969 cartoon?
Yes.
Narrated by Boris Karloff.
Mm-hmm. That's also a very, very nice classic as well too. Relaxing.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. And Boris Karloff won a Grammy Award for that.
Did he really?
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes, I enjoy watching some cartoons.
I do too. Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yes. Hey, Flintstones.
Yeah. The best Christmas pageant ever. You remember that movie from the 80s?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to watch it before.
They have a new one coming out this year too, a remake of it. I'm like, we watched that in middle school. That was a good movie. And we read the book too. So.
Yes. So anyways, as we're winding down here, cheer yourself up. Do some shopping. Don't wait until Black Friday.
Yeah.
Check out this Rediscover Records right here in Elgin. Check out some of the flea markets that are still going on till the end of the year. You might find some oddities there.
Absolutely. Hey, thanks for joining us today, by the way. Yeah, absolutely. Folks, we're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch. We'll officially be in our Tradio segment here in just a bit. Stay tuned.
This is WRMN News.
Hello, I'm Dennis Green. President Biden and China's President Xi are set to hold talks Sunday at an international summit in Peru. Biden has sought to maintain a steady relationship, even while raising concerns about the country's actions. Illinois Congressman Raja Krishnamoorthi is on the House Intelligence Committee.
On a bipartisan basis, we're trying to make it clear, along with the Biden administration, to the Chinese that if you pursue aggression, you're going to see countermeasures, not only from us, but our friends, partners, and allies too.
Last month, the administration imposed sanctions against 2 Chinese companies accused of directly helping Russia build attack drones used against Ukraine. And last year, tensions flared after Biden ordered the downing of a Chinese spy balloon that flew into the U.S. President-elect Trump made another eye-opening cabinet appointment on Thursday. News Nation's Elizabeth Vargas has more.
Trump has picked Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to lead the Department of Health and Human Services. It's a huge job and a hugely controversial pick. Kennedy would oversee the Centers for Disease Control and the FDA, which approves and funds drug research in this country. RFK Jr. and Trump have formed a close bond since RFK dropped out of the presidential race and endorsed Trump.
Kennedy is one of the most prominent anti-vaccine activists in the world and has long advanced the widely debunked idea that vaccines cause autism and other health issues. For WRMN News, I'm Dennis Green.
WRMN News, produced in Studio 14 by the River Media Network. If your idea of therapy involves a fishing rod, a tree stand, or a campfire, then you need American Outdoors Radio. Host John Cruz speaks your language, whether it's about the best lures, tracking game, or that one buddy who always forgets to bring the beer. John's got the tips to sharpen your aim, the hacks to pack lighter, and the stories to keep you entertained. Again, that's American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz. Saturdays at 7 a.m. on WRMN 1410. Or stream it at WRMN1410.com. Get ready to outfish, outhunt, and outcamp them all on American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz.
Oh no, I just hit that post and my car's got a dent.
Uh-oh, better get Mako.
Oh yeah? Where are they?
Mako is America's body shop. They're the world's largest provider of paint and collision services. They're located at 212 Western Avenue in Carpentersville, across from Spring Hill Mall. I've used them. Check out my car.
Wow, looking good.
Everything was so easy and affordable. Hummer and staff were super friendly and really knew their stuff.
I'm gonna call them now.
Mention WRMN 1410 at the Carpentersville Mako and receive 10% off today.
For exceptional home-cooked meals, visit the longest family-owned restaurant in Elgin. Paul's Family Restaurant at Lawrence and McLean takes pride in their fresh daily specials like steaks, fish, pasta, soups, and more. Paul's fresh buttermilk pancakes and breakfast skillets are phenomenal. As you walk in, you can't help but notice owner Elaine's wonderful eye for detail. The toughest decision you'll have to make is what size leftover box to take home. Call 847-695-8687.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. You hear the multiple rings of the bell there. Hopefully the mic picked it up there. We are officially in our Tradio segment right now. So with, of course, Tradio, what this is this is the time for you to call in. If you have any items that maybe are on your bucket list to purchase, maybe that includes items such as jewelry, maybe it includes books, maybe it includes furniture, holiday decor, holiday items, whatever you might be looking for, that is a time to announce what you are looking to purchase. If there are any items that you're looking to sell, or maybe even just give away as well, too. You've got something in your garage, your basement, your attic, in your closet. You're like, hey, I got to get rid of this. I need to downsize. I'm not going to use it. Someone else might. Whether you're looking to sell it or also to give it away. If you're looking to trade, maybe you have some Pokemon cards out there, Magic the Dragon. However, whatever you'd like to trade, you can feel free to announce that too. Someone out there could very likely be interested in trading items as well too. Maybe you're a collector out there. Or maybe you're looking to also announce what are some things happening in the area. There's so much going on in the Fox River Valley. Of course, I can't cover all of it. There's so much going on within the Fox River Valley. So if you want to help to fill in the gaps there, if you have any announcements, feel free to give it a call, give it a shout out here on Tradio. That also includes includes, too, maybe you have a raffle event coming up, a fundraiser. Feel free to let us know. 847-931-1410. It's your time to let us know what you're looking to purchase, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area. Don't forget also, we do have our Image 360 info number. That's 505-926-1410, brought to you by Image 360 in South Elgin at 506 South Sundown. I think that's right. Is that the right address? Let me double check. I should know this by now. This is the Image 360, 506 Sundown Road in South Elgin. They're a sign shop, custom signs and graphic solutions in South Elgin, including, of course, the wonderful digital printing side of things, too. You can visit their website at image360.com. So yes, we are in our Tradio segment. Let's take a look and a listen to see what we have here. We have a Tradio caller from a couple days ago calling in from a nursing home locally. She is looking for a floor fan. And you can feel free to reach out to her if you have one that's working. That number is 847-717-3028. Again, 847-717-3028. is that number to dial. That's, again, a Tradio caller located in a local nursing home around the area looking for a floor fan. We have another Tradio caller here. This is Greg. He's a collector, not a dealer, so he will pay a fair price on these following items. Bicycles. He's looking for bicycles late 1800s to the 1970s. They can be in any condition: parts, accessories, pieces, balloon tires, Stingrays, bone shakers, Schwinn bicycles. He's looking for those. Again, he's a collector, not a dealer. He'll pay a fair price for those. This also includes the fact that he's looking for vintage Omega watches, including men's and women's watches and diver style watches. Now, he does have something for sale here too. So if you want to be the life of the party and you like to make margaritas, well, you can enjoy this for sale, a Margaritaville concoction maker. That is the Bahama version. If you look online, they go in the 200s range. He's only asking $65 for this. It makes frozen drinks, great for parties and events, or maybe just for yourself as well to enjoy, and it's in perfect condition. Feel free to reach out to Greg here. That number is 847-884-6033. Again, that's 847-884-6033. We have another Tradio caller here. This is Gene Wheeler. Now, what he has here, this is a Blue Ninja style, automatic, 850 miles on it, newly tuned up, like new, 2006 Kawasaki Ninja 250. He's asking $1,600 or best offer for this. So if you want to give him a call, that number is 847-354-8854. Again, 847-354-8854. We have a caller on hold. Let's take it to the phone lines. Hi there, caller. You're on with WRMN.
Yes, I have a John Deere L110 riding lawnmower, and in very good condition, and I'm asking $400, and the telephone number is 630-345-0241.
All right, perfect. We're going to pass that message along. Thanks for calling in today.
Thank you.
Of course. Bye-bye now. All right, we've got Tradio caller number 1 today from the 15th, on the 15th of November. Already in the middle of November here as we get closer to Thanksgiving and the holiday season. So what he has here is a John Deere L110 riding lawnmower. Yes, he does have this John Deere L110 riding lawnmower, asking $400 for it. That is the asking price on this. If anyone is interested in this lawnmower, I know it's technically not lawnmower season, but maybe you want to give it as a gift to someone. Maybe you want to gift it to yourself because you know that this is something you've been wanting and you know you're going to use it when the season comes back around. Feel free to give him a call here. That is 630-345-0241. That's 0241. That's 630-354-0241. 0241. I say 02, I mean O. It's not actually O, which is, what is that? The number, that's the number 6 is O. MNO on the interpretation there, but it's 630-345-0241. Another Tradio caller here has for $50 a white trundle bed. Now, this is a trundle bed. It does have a bed underneath. It's in like drawer-like fashion, like an underbed drawer, but it is a drawer, pull-out drawer that has a bed. So if you are interested in that, $50 is the asking price. They are asking to text. So they ask that you text them. That number is 847-6143. Again, that's 847-847-6143. We have another Tradio caller here. This is Wood by Jeff, located in Elburn. He is still looking for a place to get his shop up and running again here in Progress. He is located in Elburn. He's open to different possibilities, possibly, though, too, in Elburn or Naperville, if you know of a specific place that he can rent out for his woodworking shop. Now, he is looking to get rid of quite a few different items here. Garden stakes, so like some tomato stakes, canning jars, they're glass jars too, kind of that old-fashioned glass jars that you can use as decoration or, of course, just to have in the house to actually use. They are functionable. He also does have aromatic cedar wood scrap pieces, shelving boards, tinder pieces, some skinny pieces of wood as well. He has some window screens that are adjustable, solar heating kit. He made a little hobbit house. It's 16 inches square, has a nice little loft in it. And then he is looking to sell for $2 a foot oak lumber, if you're looking for that for the season. Or, of course, any of these other items that you might be looking for that he's giving away for free, feel free to reach out to him. That number is 630-365-9488. 630-365-9488 is the number to dial. Another Tradio caller here. This is Bill. He sells movie posters. Yes, and original theatrical film posters, the real deal. These are film posters that make great wall art, as well as, of course, wonderful gifts for the holidays. If you're looking for something specific, feel free to contact him. You can text him or email him through text. It's 708-793-3980. Again, 708-793-3980, or you can also email him too. BillSellsPosters@gmail.com. Again, that's BillSellsPosters@gmail.com. Another Tradio caller here. This is Motorcycle Tony. He is looking for Japanese scooters and motorcycles. They can be really in any condition. He does pay cash for these two, so that's an easy transfer. Also has a trailer for another form of transportation, physical transportation of the Japanese scooters and motorcycles. So if you're interested, you can take it off your hand there for not a good for a pretty good deal. Feel free to reach out to him, 630-335-3312. Again, 630-335-3312. Another Tradio caller here is selling a couch. This is a pit couch. It's in the color brown. It's about 20 years old, still in great condition. It's pretty big in size too, so maybe you can gift it to someone who's been looking for a nice, large family-style couch to put in their living room or their den. They have the space for it. All you need is a nice couch like this, $100 or best offer. Located in Huntley. Also has a CPAC machine with hoses and face masks for a Dream Station from Philips. Also a great gift idea too. If you're interested, feel free to reach out to her. That number is 847-271-8219. 847-271-8219. And then finally, here we have another Tradio caller that has the fluorescent 4-foot light fixtures. They're 2-bulb with the plastic covers. Total of 10 of them, $20 each. Feel free to reach out to him. That number is 847-697-7876. 847-697-7876. So those are the Tradio callers that have called in here, pardon me, within the past couple of weeks or so. Like I always say, if you'd like to add yourself to the list, 847-931-1410, or you can also, of course, contact us 505-926-1410, 1410. The time is approaching 12:46. We're going to take another quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN here in just a bit. Stay tuned.
Political party poopers got you down? Shake it off and join me, Dennis Sonar Green, every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. on WRMN for A Political Talk Show, where we cut through the doom and gloom with a focus on America first, constitutional values, and a populist perspective that puts you, the citizen, at the center of the conversation. At WRMN, the talk of the town, we're not afraid to challenge the status quo and bring you the straight talk you need. Whether you're frustrated with the political establishment or looking for a clear, some nonsense analysis, this show has you covered. Tune in. Let's take on the issues together with a fresh, unfiltered approach. Catch us every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. on WRMN, A Political Talk Show. WRMN, the talk of the town. Chicago defense attorney Mark Schieblo has co-authored the book titled DUI Jury Trial, which is a true story of a DUI case that he defended. The accused was an Illinois truck driver arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol. This book contains facts about the case from the date of the arrest up to the jury's verdict, and this nonfiction novel also includes the transcripts from the jury trial itself. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com. Tune in to Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. on WRMN. Join Eric and his expert guests for a fun and informative journey into the home improvement and healthy living lifestyle. Whether you're tackling a DIY project or thinking about your home's wellness, we've got you covered. Say goodbye to stress and hello to solutions that save you time and money. Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m.
Ready to hit the ground running or walking? Welcome to Dick Bond Athletics in St. Charles. For over 50 years, we've outfitted runners of all levels with the best shoes, apparel, and accessories. Whether you're training for a 5K, gearing up for a marathon, or just want to be as healthy as possible, we've got the gear you need. Visit us for a personalized Atrex 3D gait analysis. Shop our fantastic selection and snag a deal in our clearance section. Stop by any of our 5 stores in Lisle, Carroll Stream, Park Ridge, Hoffman Estates, or St. Charles. Monday to Friday, 10 to 8, Saturday, 10 to 5, and Sunday, 11 to 4. Visit dickpondathletics.com today.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Hey, happy Friday, everybody. We hope you're having a very good and fun, exciting, maybe relaxing, enjoyable afternoon. We are in the afternoon time here, approaching 1 o'clock in about 11 minutes or so. So stay tuned for that, of course, when we come back. Well, this is it for the show here for today. That is for Out to Lunch. I'll be back again on Monday for more Out to Lunch with WRMN. But with that being said, we have some other local programming coming up here from 2 to 4. We've got Dino's Night Out. Stay tuned for that, talking about local entertainment, of course, with pizzazz, with jazz and pizzazz. He definitely knows how to, of course, talk about when it comes to a lot of the different theater performances here as well, too. So very nice. Stay tuned for that. That'll be from 2 to 4. From 4 to 6, we have A Political Talk Show with Dennis Sonar Green and Bendemonium Boquest as well, too. Stay tuned for that. Today is Friday, so it is Free Speech Friday. Yes, absolutely. We've got Bill here for the next 10 minutes. Hello, hello.
Hello, and if you're just joining us, we announced earlier that I'm going to restart the show again. It's going to be Life Experience with William Pelerinos, and it'll be on 1 p.m. Fridays starting in January.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
And what else did we discuss? We discussed holiday shopping. Mm-hmm. We discussed the Woodfield Mall, Harlow Mervyn Plaza, Skokie Old Orchard. These are nice. Also, we started talking about outlet stores. They got some Wisconsin. Just start Googling before you go out there, see what's open, what's available, because you surprised me when you told me Spring Hill Mall was closed.
Yeah.
I did not know it. I haven't been there in 10 years. you know.
Yeah, it's it brings back the childhood memories. Well, it's gone but not forgotten. I mean, the building's still there. The only thing that I think is still open is I think it's Sears is still open at Spring Hill Mall. I do.
Are you saying Sears?
Spring Hill Mall, Sears.
Oh.
I do believe.
Sears is out of business.
Oh, well, then I don't know what it is then. Maybe it is. One of the stores is still open there. I do know. Yeah, that's not.
They'll have a whole mall for one store.
Sears. Yeah, they have one store that I do believe is still open.
Anyways, if you're doing holiday shopping, I like to do one-stop shopping. I like to go massive where there's a lot of stores. And I like to spend the afternoon there. I eat in the food court or I eat in a restaurant nearby. When I go to Woodfield, I always hit JoJo's Diner on Gulf Road. Excellent. You've eaten there, right?
At JoJo's? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I've eaten there before.
Excellent food, especially their breakfast platters. Really.
Oh, this is. I mean, it's memory here. Wait, I'm not choking up. I promise. This is not like I'm so sad. But they have an old picture on Enjoy, Illinois, on Spring Hill Mall. They have the old food court. You remember the food court? It's been a while since you've been there.
I've been 10 years.
Oh, they have a picture of the old food court with Auntie Anne's. Oh my gosh, those were the days. I'm telling you, with the train. Yeah, oh my goodness. I don't know. We maybe have some pictures of us at Spring Hill Mall when we were kids. I know that
we'll go through our old photographs.
Yeah, we went through a lot. It was a lot of fun. So lots of great memories.
I just want to say it to everybody. Matt does a good job here. He tries to keep everybody informed, not only locally, but beyond the area. We talk about, we in the summer, we're talking about Wisconsin Dells. I made a trip out there. If you're going to the Dells, I'm going to tell you a unique restaurant out there, Hot Rocks. Have you been to Hot Rocks?
I never have. I know it's a popular one, though.
You know what they do? They cook I ordered a steak or fish, whatever. They cook it on a sizzling stone, a rock.
750 degrees, yes.
Yes. It's an experience. The food's excellent, but it's an experience. You got to go out there at least once. I believe it's open all year round.
Yep.
And I was looking for another road trip to make. I might go back to the Wisconsin Dells. I found out in wintertime, you don't have to pay parking on the street.
Nice.
Free parking on the street up until, I think, April 1st.
That's good. Very good.
They try to encourage. There's a big street called Broadway. There's a lot of stores on there. I found some unique items. There's a great T-shirt store. They'll imprint, and you buy the T-shirt, and they do a free print on there. You could pick anything you want. I did a lot of Navy stuff. And Navy logos put on there. They got a big selection. Next time we're on, we're going to put some photos on our website here. And are we running through YouTube?
Yeah, we're on YouTube. We're streaming live.
So we could put the photos on YouTube, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Excuse me. Yes, of course you can.
You're the IT guy, not me, man.
I do my best. I have fun with it. I have fun doing like the transitions and things like that. We also do have a comment here on the Image 360 number. Hello, Matt and Bill, enjoying the show from downtown Jose.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, very nice. He sent a nice picture.
And one last thing, I was talking about, I did a meet and greet with other veterans to high school kids the other day, or last night rather. It turned out very nicely. Prior to COVID, I used to go and talk at classes for high schools, Maine South, Maine East, Waukegan. I talked to. I'm available. I can talk about drug and alcohol problems, DUIs. I can talk about crime scenes. That was a popular thing, going crime scenes, because when I was a policeman, I spent several years on crime scene investigations. Mm-hmm. It's not like you see on television. A lot of that technology doesn't exist that CSI has, and even if it does, we can't afford it.
Yeah.
But I talked about crime scenes. I'm invited to a history class. I can talk about history. You call me your local historian a lot of times when we were doing the summer program.
Yep.
I don't know everything, but I may know some things that need to be added into the class. And it's always nice to have a guest speaker. I don't charge for this. I go free. If there's legal issues, I testify as a legal expert, and that's why I wrote the book, The UI Jury Trial. It's on Amazon.com. I just saw somebody just purchased it. It makes a good gift, you know.
It does. And it's, you know, I like when it's like, it's sturdy.
Yes.
And you can wrap it, and it's like, look, this is a gift. You know, they always say, like, the best things come in small packages. But when I was a kid, I was like,
it's an easy read because 300 pages are transcripts.
Yeah.
Questions and answers. I was grilled on the stand over 3 hours testifying that case.
My goodness.
Yes. There's a Supreme Court ruling that says an expert witness can testify towards medical reports without being a doctor if that's part of my underlying testimony.
Mm-hmm.
And the issue here was the man that performed the field sobriety test was a truck driver who was going to lose his commercial driver's license forever, disqualified for life, if he got convicted. I won't tell you if he got convicted or not. You have to read the book. But I came on, I looked at his medical reports, and it turns out 10 years before this incident, he had a major accident where he 7 pins in his leg.
Oh.
And that would affect your balance on the walk and turn test, which is the 9 steps back and forth, and the 1 leg stand test, which you raise your leg. It's more complicated, 30 seconds, but basically we're just explaining it's a 1 leg stand. So I had to testify in a stand, and the state grilled me for nearly 3 hours. And you'll read the transcripts. It was incredible. It was the longest case that I've ever served on as an expert witness. From start to finish, it went 3 years.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
By the time we got to trial for the date of arrest, it was almost 3 years, from 2016, 2019.
Do you like to look at back at when it started versus when it ended and see how you changed?
See how what changed?
You know, like any part of you kind of,
Yeah, I got more gray hair.
Wendy says Kohl's. You're right, Wendy. Thank you so much. Kohl's is still open at Spring Hill Mall. So
I don't understand, they keep an entire mall open for one store?
Well, it's a part of the mall.
Is the rest of the mall accessible or no?
I don't believe so.
Oh.
So they have a movie theater over there, though. That's still kind of hard to get to. Well, it's not hard to get to, but it's a little bit strange of a pathway to get to. But anyways, this does wrap it up here for Out to Lunch with WRMN. Bill, thanks so much for joining us today live here on WRMN. Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you. And if you're an educator or you want to suggest to your children, suggest a guest speaker at their school, I don't mind. I travel any school, anywhere, anytime. Awesome. Don't tell me Colorado Springs, though.
Yeah, that would be a little bit too far. Folks, thanks again for tuning in. We hope you have a spectacular weekend and rest of your day. You've been listening to WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley.